Two of my mini EBs are in heat. Denim, my Mickey Blue Eyes daughter, and Hamburger Mary, my proven producer. She's the one that produced the Milkman last time we ran her to Escobar. So we'll be repeating that breeding. Surprise, surprise, we're gonna run the Milkman to Denim. We're gonna talk about progesterone testing and why we do it, and I'm gonna do a full breakdown of the breeding. Which is perfect. That's right where I like to start testing them at. She's pre-LH surge, but she's about to LH surge and go into ovulation. On the Wanfo machine, ovulation range is between 8 and 13, I believe. So at this point, I'm thinking Mary is behind Denim, because I haven't really seen much blood or much swelling out of Mary. So I'm gonna wait till Friday to test Mary. I got a PG in on Denim today, perfect timing. Mary, that's Mary over there making all that noise. Denim's about to go into LH surge. So we're gonna skip a day, come back, and we'll retest Denim. Mary! So we'll skip a day and we'll go ahead and we'll retest Denim on day 24. As you can see, the boys will not leave Hamburger or Denim alone. It's because both of them are in heat. So that means it's progesterone testing time. Progesterone testing does one thing for us, for me. It only does one thing that I'm worried about. But that one thing allows us to accurately do a couple things. The only thing I care about when progesterone testing is ovulation. Finding out when your dog ovulated. Knowing when your dog ovulates is gonna allow you to accurately breed her when she's the most fertile. It's also gonna allow you to accurately take those puppies at the right time, when they're the most developed, but before she goes into labor. Because remember, Bulldogs should never have natural birth. Bulldogs very often experience complications with natural birth that will result in puppies dying or even result in your mother dying. Happens all the time. So that is why we do C-sections with Bulldogs, and the only way to accurately do your C-section is to accurately know when she ovulated. You're gonna wanna pull the puppies as close to your dog going into labor, but without your dog going into labor. Also, with breeding the dog, you're gonna wanna breed them when they're the most fertile. So you're gonna wanna know ovulation. I don't care about the numbers. There's so many different machines out there that have different numbers, but what is the same is ovulation. I just wanna know when my dog ovulated, and then I wanna breed 2-3 days after that. The numbers do not matter to me. We already tested Denim the other day. She was at like a 5 something, I believe, which tells me she's about to start ovulating. So today we'll test her again and we'll find out, did she start ovulating or not? We'll also test Mary and we'll see where she's at. So for progesterone testing, you can go to your clinic. You can go to a reproductive clinic and do it there. Or you can get a progesterone machine yourself. Sorry about the camera going all over the place. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I sell the Wanfo progesterone machine. I sell the Wanfo progesterone machine on my site. The Wanfo machine is known to be the most accurate machine. It's the most accurate because it recalibrates itself. It self-calibrates itself every single time. Every time you load a slide, a cartridge in there, it calibrates the machine to give you an accurate reading. So that's why most breeders use the Wanfo machine, and that's why it's the machine that I carry on BigBoneBulldogs.com. It typically takes 2 people to progesterone test because you're gonna have to draw blood. So unless you have a really good dog that just lays there for you and you can draw blood yourself, typically you're gonna want somebody to hold the dog for you so you can draw the blood. You're gonna have to draw the blood, pull the plasma out of the blood, put the plasma in the cartridge, put the cartridge in the machine, and that's how you'll get your progesterone result. So we're pulling up over here at the Best Bulls Ranch to my buddy Jason's, so we can go ahead and pull blood from Mary and Denim and get their progesterone numbers. All right, results are in, 13.4. All right, we skipped a day, it's day 24. We retested Denim, and she's at a 13.46. So what's that tell us? That tells us that on day 23, 11, 8, she ovulated. Or let's say she entered ovulation. Because that's something I've learned. Ovulation's not a one-day thing, and you don't want to count the day it went in. You want to count like that last day of ovulation. So I'm not set in stone that 11/8 is going to be our ovulation day, but it definitely looks like that's the day she went into ovulation. Ovulation range is between 8 and 13. That's where she was on the 23rd. This is normal. We're not getting weird numbers. She's not stalling. She didn't skyrocket on us. She didn't go backwards. So I'm cool with this. We're right on track for now. Let's test Hamburger. So if you remember, I said I wasn't going to test her till Friday, day 25. But the way these boys have been on her, I was like, I need to test her now. So I brought Hamburger with us. Let's go ahead and test Hamburger. She's at a 34.76. So it's a close one, but I'm good. The fertile range on the Wanfo machine is between 20 and 35. So she's right in the fertile range still. And where is she at? She's at the high end of the fertile range. You remember what I told you? For a larger litter, that's where you want to be. For your best chance of fertility, you want to be on the back end of that fertile range because that's when there's going to be the most mature eggs in there. So honestly, we hit a hole in one. It would have been a problem if I was using shipped semen though. It's a hole in one because we got Escobar here on deck. So we're going to go ahead and do this breeding right now. If I needed shipped semen for tomorrow, I'm a day late. It is a hole in one as far as for the breeding. So bam, we're ready. We're going to do this breeding right now. We're good to go. But I didn't get my ovulation date. And what did I tell you? Ovulation is the most important part. So I didn't get my ovulation date. So this is a perfect example of what you don't want to happen. You don't want this to happen. Even though I'm going to be good for the breeding, I'm going to be a little weary on my ovulation date for my C-section. Because now I have to just pretty much, I'm going to go with probably on the 6th is when she ovulated. On day 21. So this is probably when Mary ovulated, but I don't even know that for sure. So that sucks, but she's ready for her breeding right now. Because her numbers are so high already, and we got live coverage, I think a one and done breeding is going to be perfectly fine for this. Also, Hamburger's a very fertile girl. I've never had problems with her. Live semen, live breeding, one and done, let's go. Now back to why this is a good example to teach you guys if this isn't what you want to do. You want to get your multiple progesterone tests in, like we're doing with Denim. So Denim is a perfect example of what you want to do. Is this going to cost more money and do more progesterone tests? And someone that doesn't understand this might look at it like, oh, you wasted your time, bro. This is the better solution. I did one test and was ready to breed my girl. That's how you do it. No, it's not how you do it. Doing your multiple tests like this and really understanding how fast she's moving is how you do it. It gives you more data for next time she goes into heat, and it allows you to accurately find the ovulation date so you can accurately plan your C-section. Because if them babies don't come out healthy, none of this matters anyways. So delivering healthy babies at your C-section date is the most important. Second important is doing your insemination at the most fertile range. So that is why we do multiple progesterone tests. Hamburger Mary got away from me. In the past, I've always seen that she swells up and she drips a lot of blood. So I was really looking for that, and I didn't see that from her this time. So that's why I messed up. What you're gonna wanna do is typically when you see blood, when you see her swell up, or when you see those signs, you count out 7 days, and then that's when you start progesterone testing. 7 days from the first sign of blood or her hormones just going crazy. I overlooked it because Hamburger, when she's a true breeding girl. She is a true breeding dog. This dog, about a month or two before she goes into heat, will put on 10 pounds, and her hormones will already kick in. She'll be humping other dogs. She'll do this for like a month before she goes into heat. And like I said, she puts on all this weight, and then she gets pregnant, you can't even tell, has the puppies, you can't even tell, because she puts on so much good reserves. She's a true breeding dog, very fertile, and she's a producer. So I can't wait to see what her times Escobar does this time. Because of that is why I got a little too comfortable and thought, no, let me wait for her to swell up more, let me see some more blood, and it almost got away from me. But luckily, I caught her in time, so here we go. Hamburger Mary times Escobar, round 2. So you see I'm still taking care of Pecan's ears, and what a headache has it been. I totally understand a lot more now why certain breeds do get their ears cropped, and it's to avoid ear injuries, because when you get them, ear injuries are the worst. They're so hard to deal with, they're so hard to treat, so hard to wrap. Everything about ear injuries are a pain in the butt. So try to avoid ear injuries, everybody. You also see I started the puppies on mush already. Normally I wait till 4 weeks, but I started them a little early this time. But you're gonna have to wait until the next episode for my mush recipe. So if you're learning something, hit that like button for me and make sure you're subscribed so you can catch the next episode, which will be the final episode in this series, Breeding Dogs, The Raw Truth. And if you're an aspiring dog breeder, make sure you go check out the Advanced Breeders Network. It's a place where you can get all the resources to breed like a pro. Check out the link in the video description.
Are you an aspiring dog breeder? Tired of the uncertainty, stress, and worrying? Are you looking to take your skills to the next level? Well, look no further. Introducing our Advanced Breeder Bundle, a comprehensive package designed to equip you with all the resources you need to breed like a pro. With our virtual whelping guide that is currently being taught by the top veterinary college in the world, UC Davis of California, puppy medical guide, and a one-on-one coaching consultation session. You'll have everything at your fingertips to ensure successful and responsible breeding practices. First in our bundle is the Virtual Whelping Guide. This invaluable resource will walk you through the entire process of whelping a litter of puppies. You'll be equipped with my whelping supply list that will eliminate your worries and prepare you for the arrival of the litter. Next is a 9-chapter step-by-step tutorial with instructions, detailed illustrations, and expert tips. You'll gain the confidence and knowledge to navigate the whelping process with ease. I've also included a deworming dosage chart so you can deworm at home. The first time you do this, you've made your money back. Say goodbye to uncertainty and hello to a smooth and stress-free experience. Next up is our Puppy Medical Guide. As a responsible breeder, it's crucial to prioritize the health and well-being of your puppies and nursing mothers. This comprehensive guide will provide you with essential information on common fatal illnesses that affect neonatal puppies and nursing mothers. With this resource in hand, you'll be able to confidently address any medical concerns that may arise, ensuring the optimal health of your pups and mothers. It even comes with an easy-to-understand med dosing chart. But that's not all. Our Advanced Breeder Bundle also includes a one-on-one coaching consultation session. Here's your chance to tap into the expertise of an experienced breeder who has been through it all. During this personalized session, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions, seek guidance, and receive tailored advice specific to your breeding goals. Our network of experts is here to support you every step of the way, helping you overcome any challenges and achieve breeding success. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to enhance your breeding skills. With our Advanced Breeder Bundle, you'll have all the resources and support you need to breed like a pro. Take the first step towards becoming a knowledgeable and responsible breeder by investing in this comprehensive package. Get ready to bring new life into this world with confidence and expertise.
Day 25, Friday night, everybody. Back at it with Denim. We're gonna do another PG test on her. Dog life never stops. If I would have waited till the morning, it might be too late. So I want to go ahead and run a PG on her tonight. All right, so Denim's at an 18.5 now. But that's still not into that fertile range we want. We want Denim up here in the 20 to 35 in the fertile range before we start our inseminations. So we're gonna hold off tonight. And as you can see, by the next day, Drago's already telling me it's about time to go. So I waited till later that evening. We headed back over to test her again and see if Drago's right. All right, day 26. It's about 9:30. We're gonna do another progesterone test on Denim. We just PG Denim, and she's ready for her breeding. So here we go, Denim to the milkman. And then we'll go ahead and do another insemination tomorrow. Yeah, you're right, it's his head. We'll do it.
No, his head's gonna get way bigger.
So Denim was at a 31 today. We did this insemination right now, and we're gonna do another insemination tomorrow. See how functional these dogs are? Do you see the way Milkman came running out? Did you see Denim jump almost 2 feet off the ground? These are very athletic, super functional bulldogs. And every bulldog that's produced is here to be somebody's pet, somebody's companion. So when you're breeding these dogs, health, temperament, and functionality should be #1 over DNA, color, all those other things. And that's exactly why I chose Milkman for this breeding. Not only does he have bloodlines that complement Denim's very well, but he's super healthy, functional, and he has the structure type that I'm looking for. So you gotta figure out what's important to you, and it should be an obvious answer. So don't ever be colorblind or DNA blind when choosing your next companion. So if you are interested in puppies off of one of these litters, don't hesitate to reach out, BigBoneBulldogs.com. Link is in the description. All my full rights puppies come with full mentorship, and of course, all my puppies come with full lifetime support. 24/7, you can always access me and all my resources and knowledge to make sure that puppy thrives and has a great life. Now let's recap. So Denim was at a 32. She finally got up into the fertile range, so we did our insemination, and then I decided to do a second insemination. So we did Denim's insemination that night, and we decided to do another insemination the next day because of how open she was. She was really open, and my boys are just really triggering on her really hard. And because I have live local coverage, why not? So I did a second insemination on Denim on the 11th and on the 12th. So now let's get back to ovulation, because remember what I said, the numbers don't matter. Ovulation is what matters. We've identified Denim as going into ovulation on the 8th. She's just coming out of ovulation on the 9th. Then her numbers almost doubled from the 10th to the 11th. So to be safe, I'm actually going to mark her ovulation day as the 9th. She kind of ovulated all through here, right? So let's mark our ovulation day as the 2nd day of ovulation. So denim ovulation is 11/9. We're able to identify that because we did our proper progesterone testing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 tests in. I gotta stop saying her name. When she hears me say her name, she gets excited. We got 4 progesterone tests in, which allows us to see how fast it moves and allowed us to accurately find our insemination window and accurately find our ovulation date. Hamburger Mary. We weren't able to find that because we only got 1 progesterone test in and she was already at a 34.76. So with that being said, you can see what the numbers did here, right? You can see that at a 32, 2 days before we had her just coming out of ovulation. You can maybe go back 3 days and say Hamburger Mary started on the 6th. But again, to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and write Hamburger Mary's ovulation date as the 7th. So if you're wondering why are we still talking about ovulation when we've already done the breedings and they're over with, it's because, remember, we need that ovulation date so that we can accurately do our C-section. Because we want those puppies in there as long as possible. We want them in there full term, but before she goes into labor. Because bulldogs do not have successful natural births all the time. They have complications very often, so the responsible thing to do is to plan your C-section, but make sure your puppies are full term. So now we're lined up for our C-section dates. We know Denim ovulated on the 9th, Hamburger Mary on the 7th. Next episode, we finish up the 28-day vlog, and I'm going to give you my secret mush recipe.